When you start to live with sincerity, people start to like you. If you have a problem getting people to like you, check out my video on how to be charming. But I can give it to you right now. Be high value and be sincere, and people will like you. When you look at yourself as high value and someone to be respected, and you're sincere with people, people will like you. When you have a smile on your face to the checkout girl, when you have a smile on your face to see your girlfriend or your mom or your friends, and you give them compliments. Give people compliments whenever you meet them. Sincere compliments. Like, I always sit down and like think, what can I do to make this person happy when I'm out in an interaction, right? Because I make them happy, I'm gonna be happy. So how do I be fucking sincere? And once I started doing that, I just stopped caring what people think, because people would just be like, they might judge me on it or whatever, and I just stopped caring. And then I just got rid of people who are negative, right? If you've got some guys that are holding you back and not allowing you to express your truth, and not allowing you to express that, you have plans for greatness and you want to build a fucking great business, and they're fucking getting in your way, well, then you just get rid of them and you find people that are able to appreciate your sincerity, okay? And when I started to live like that, and I really, really put the focus on positivity, irony and sarcasm just faded away, right? To me, sarcasm is the beta male's weapon. And if you want to be passive aggressive, you might as well just be aggressive aggressive. Like, don't hide it behind being ironic or being sarcastic. A perfect example of this type of guy is Jim from The Office. He's completely unfulfilled in his life, and he wants to be an alpha male, but he doesn't have the balls to live like that. So he's just living in judgment and sarcasm on Michael and I guess everyone else in the office. And he's always just playing to the camera, but he's never actually being sincere and just saying what he fucking feels. And he doesn't have the balls to go live the life that he wants to do. So he sits there in beta male hell, being ironic and sarcastic, and he suffers for it. And everyone around suffers for it because he's kind of a dick. And there's so many guys living that life right now. There's so many guys, and there's so many women living behind that irony and sarcasm, which, by the way, we as men fucking hate. I mean, the last thing on our checklist of what we want in a woman is someone who's ironic and sarcastic. Life for a guy is hard enough. It's hard enough to start a business, right? You don't want to go home to a woman who's ironic and sarcastic. You want to go home to someone who's warm and sweet. And the more, and if you're a woman watching this, the more warm you are and sweet you are to a guy, the more he wants to be warm and sweet to you. That's a fact, okay? And, if you want to live in a positive reality, then you got to be fucking sincere, and you got to stop hiding behind irony. You got to stop leeching off interactions where you just go in an interaction and you don't really add anything to it, and you're just like reserved, and people might think you're cold or whatever. That's all your fear talking. That's your fear of just being able to express it and just not really giving a fuck, right? I do not fucking care. I've got pictures of my dick on the internet. I don't care about anything anymore. I've got a video of me teaching guys how to lick pussy and ass. At that point, I don't give a fuck about anything. And the less you give a fuck, the better things get for you. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to just walk into a room, sit down, and just be sincere with people and fucking be nice to people. And that combined with gratitude is really, really powerful. All right, the last video I did on gratitude, so powerful and something that I neglected. And when you combine sort of just being grateful to be alive and being sincere in your appreciation of life and being sincere with other people and speaking to them empathically, listening to them, looking them in the eyes, being sincere with them, you're gonna be so much happier, and everyone's gonna like you, right? Everyone's gonna want to be around you because you're so fucking different from everyone else who's playing a game, who's always trying to value raise and devalue other people, and who's living behind fucking irony and sarcasm. Irony and sarcasm are disgusting. That's a disgusting fucking way to live. And it's a ballless way to live. And it's a pussified way to live. And if you want to become the man that you want to be, you need to be able to be fucking real, man, and be fucking sincere and, you know, live your truth. And I don't care if it's about music or food or my ambitions. I'm always talking in like sincere language, like I love that food, or I love this fucking song, or I'm gonna do these fucking, you know, my business can continue to get fucking great and it's gonna be terrific, and you guys' business, yours is gonna be fucking terrific. We're gonna be killing shit. We're gonna be traveling the world and all that. And you know, I swear a lot because I'm just passionate like that. I'm just fucking passionate and I'm fucking sincere, and when people first start to get to know me, I see them smile a little bit because it sounds outrageous. Maybe to you it sounds outrageous. I don't know, but that's how I feel on the inside, man. That's my truth. I'm waking up and I'm thinking like, man, what the fuck am I gonna do today? Let me do something big today. Let me get a big win today. Then I'm gonna get that fucking big cheeseburger and I'm gonna love it. Then I'm gonna put on Oasis and I'm gonna fucking power out to that. And everything's gonna be great. And I'm telling you, when you start to live like that, everything changes, man. It changes, and you're just able to live so much better. You're able to live so much better when you live in gratitude and you live in sincerity. And I know this sounds like I'm sort of sliding into like generic self-improvement shit, but a large part of that is my evolution over the last 5 years of RLD is that I've been forced to accept that stuff is true. I've been forced to accept a lot of the Tony Robbins stuff that I liked, but that I'd written off before, that he's fucking right and I was wrong. Because I still had some, even when I started, I still had some negativity in me. And I still had a bit of a hater in me. Because, you know, I would just rule out like, man, that's retard positivity. I'm smarter than these people. I don't need to be grateful. I don't need to be, as sincere as you know, what people are talking about. I'm like, this is some soft ass fucking weak ass shit. You know, just teach me how to get money and get girls. That's what I'm going to teach guys, just how to, you know. But as I evolve and as I have to keep, becoming more self-aware and I'm reverse engineering what I'm doing, I can't hide from this shit. I can't hide and from this shit anymore as I want to self-actualize. And, you know, as I self-actualize, I cannot not become more sincere and more grateful. Like, those things are on the path, and you can't, if you want to get to the next level, you cannot avoid them. You cannot just skip over them, because you can't get to that next level of positivity unless you absorb those softer qualities. And it takes a lot of work to be grateful and to be sincere and to be positive, to be those softer sort of feminine qualities. Like the masculine ones, if you might already have down, you might have the fact that you can go to the gym and you can power through and you're disciplined, and if someone fucks with you, you get up in their face. But that's not enough to get you to the next level. You need that appreciation. You need to be able to be sincere. You need to be able to be grateful. And that's going to put you on a totally different level with women, because you can speak in their language. Like my ex-girlfriend used to tell me, she would email me these beautiful emails like, you make my heart smile and you light up my life and stuff. And so then I would take her words and try and see if like I could put that into my reality, and then I would email that back to her. And the same thing goes with women now. If I start to like a girl, I will try and be poetic in some of the stuff that I send to her. Okay, you guys would probably be shocked at some of the sincerity and the compliments and the way that I speak to a girl when I'm falling in love or when I really like her. You know, you can read some of the stuff on here, some of the tougher stuff or some of the crazy shit. Like, how to give a girl a rim job orgasm. And it's like, you might think I'm one way and that's a part of it, but like the other part is that sincerity. And I'm telling you, that shit gets a girl into you more than like any type of game, when you're able to use rich descriptions and, you know, really dig into her heart and really use these sort of evocative compliments and these sincere compliments. You know, if you listen to the song Sweet Child of Mine, you know, that's a perfect example of a guy doing it sort of from a masculine perspective, where he's talking about a girl who brings him back to that sunny state of childhood. And, you know, you have to go into your mind to really see it. And I'll think, how does this girl make me feel? What are the moments we have together that are making me happy? And then I'll like describe that moment to her, and I'll describe to her the specific things I like about her, like how her eyes, you know, the warmth in her eyes and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, boys, like if you want to get to the next level with women, being able to communicate in the language of emotions and rich descriptions with women is a fucking game changer, man. It's a game changer to the point where I'm telling you right now, do not use this on girls that you don't like, because it will get them falling in love with you. It's that powerful. Like once a girl's even a little bit into you and you're able to use those rich descriptions, it's so fucking powerful. But that's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. Sincerity will help you in all aspects of your life. It'll help you with your relationships with your parents. It'll help you with your relationships with your friends. It'll help you a fucking tremendous amount with women, especially women who aren't from Western cultures and into that cultural Marxism. And you'll find that you actually won't want to date. You really won't want a lot to do with girls who live in irony and sarcasm. To me, that's a huge turnoff. And it'll just help you in the way that you relate to the world. It'll help you in the way that your self-talk will change. Your self-talk will change from like talking to yourself in a sarcastic or ironic or in a judgmental way, and you'll start to like, your self-talk will start to be absorbed with like terrific, beautiful, glorious. I can say glorious without it being ironic.